Hello, my name is Jewel Mitchell, and this is my exam mini video number 7 for Genetics 311. Today I'm going to be analyzing how DNA fingerprinting plays a role in the murder of Monsieur. Monsieur, the apartment cat, has been found dead, lying near his food and water bowl. It appears that Monsieur was murdered and left for dead. The only piece of evidence at the crime scene is a bloody knife on the floor found by Raleigh PD. There are 4 potential suspects to consider. First is Abby, the owner of Monsieur and a lover of all animals. Second is Lauren, the roommate of Abby. Third is Erica, another roommate that dislikes pets. And lastly is Jackson, Abby's dad, who has always preferred dogs over cats. A DNA fingerprint analysis was run against the blood found on the knife that was left at the crime scene. DNA was collected and amplified into 2 different VNTR loci. VNTR is the variable number of tandem repeats, which are short nucleotide sequences organized in short tandem repeats with variations in length between individuals. These redundant units of nucleotides act as a fingerprint that is used to identify a person's lineage and identity. Gel electrophoresis is run on 2 separate gels. This is a technique used to separate DNA fragments according to their size. This resulted in a DNA fingerprinting analysis gel, which we can use to compare the blood sample and the 4 suspects' DNA. But looking at the 2 loci, we can use the process of elimination to find out who killed Monsieur. We're going to look to see which bands match up on both loci. So in order to be the murderer, one of the suspects has to have both of the same bars that are in the sample. So in loci 1, we'll look at each suspect. So Abby only matches up once, so she is not the murderer. Lauren does not match at all, so she is not the murderer. Erica is a match, so we can leave her in, and Jackson is also a match, so he is also a possibility. So now we're going to do the same thing for loci 2. So we start out with Abby. She has 1 that matches, so we're going to count her out. She's not the murderer. Lauren is a match, so we'll keep her in. Erica is not a match, so we'll keep her out. She's not the murderer. And then Jackson is a match, so we'll leave him in as well. So now we have to compare Erica and Jackson and Lauren and Jackson to see which one matches both of them, which would be Jackson. So he would be the murderer of Monsieur. So both of Jackson's loci for sample 1 and sample 2 match up perfectly, so that means he is the murderer of Monsieur. So I stated earlier that Jackson was Abby's dad, and we can also confirm this with gel electrophoresis. So Jackson and Abby share 1 loci, so that means Abby could have gotten the other one from her mother. And then same thing down here, Abby and Jackson share 1 loci, and she could have gotten that one from her mother. This is just one example where gel electrophoresis and DNA fingerprinting can be helpful when solving crimes.